The popular image of Japan as a high-tech wonderland where young people prefer anime to dating is a convenient fiction. Hard data tells a different story. 80% of single Japanese people want to marry, but they face a financial environment that makes family life nearly impossible to achieve. This demographic scale is tipping toward a permanent crisis. Japan is marching toward a 1-to-1 dependency ratio, where one tax-paying worker carries one retired citizen. Today, this national burden rate siphons away 46% of a worker's income for the elderly. In modern Tokyo, starting a family has become a primary trigger for immediate financial collapse. To address the epidemic of karoshi, or death by overwork, the government implemented strict legal caps on overtime hours. These caps caused the transportation sector to instantly run out of manpower. The result is a social shortage, where even wealthy citizens find it impossible to get basic goods delivered. Japan's second strategy was the rapid deployment of robots and AI to fill these labor gaps and optimize the country's supply chains. This strategy contains a fatal economic flaw. While machines are effective at producing goods, they do not consume them. A robot will never buy a home or sign up for a gym membership. Automating a supply chain is possible, but automating a consumer base is not. Japan is now on a high-speed collision course with a devastating collapse in demand. The root of this demand collapse lies in the marriage trap, a systemic financial gauntlet that emerged after the economic crash of the 1990s. After the bubble burst, corporations protected their profits by stripping away lifetime employment and shifting a majority of young workers into low-paying, unstable contract positions. Men must earn at least $20,000 a year to marry. Currently, 60% of young single men fail to meet this threshold. For women, child-rearing throws their careers into an economic meat grinder, resulting in severe maternity harassment. The corporate system effectively forces women to choose between a paycheck and a child. Despite these hardships, Japan remains wealthy, sitting on $14 trillion in household financial assets. This wealth is largely hoarded by retirees, who amassed capital during the post-war boom. Billions of yen now sit as dead money in zero-interest accounts, failing to fuel new startups or support the next generation's entry into the housing market. Younger generations are responding by sending their capital out of the country, bypassing domestic markets to invest in foreign equities and U.S. tech stocks. The domestic economy is suffocating, as old wealth remains stagnant, while young money rushes for the exits. The collapse of domestic demand is now physically hollowing out the country's infrastructure. Today, 14% of the nation's residential buildings, roughly 9 million homes, are sitting empty and slowly reclaimed by nature. Astronomical demolition costs and heavy taxes on inherited property mean that younger people are actively hiding from tax authorities to avoid claiming these homes. Inheriting real estate has transformed from a wealth-building dream into a crippling financial liability. Entire neighborhoods are becoming financial dead zones because the system has prioritized elderly stability over the market needs of the young. Japan's crisis is a 20-year preview of the economic cliff facing the entire developed world. Many Western nations have only staved off this structural decay through the temporary band-aid of immigration. As developing nations industrialize and global birth rates decline, the pool of available workers will dry up. Western markets will face the same demand collapse. Tokyo's youth are the first to realize the social deal has expired, and this experiment in economic collapse is about to roll out on a global scale.